There have been developing stories about the demise of Salome Adaidu, of which Maxwell has been identified, and also the family has also come out to speak with respect to what has been going on behind the scenes. If you are here for this conversation, relax. I will take my time to go through what is happening, and like you know already, it's fact over sentiment, personally. So I think Daniel, I'm not saying that they should go and pick Daniel up Umbao. If you're meeting me for the first time, my name is George. Now, following up from our previous video looking at this subject, remember I mentioned the fact that what happened on a Saturday, in the sense that she left home on Saturday and didn't return until the family heard about her death on Sunday. Now, from my observation as well, if you looked at the video we saw at Channels, the person that was speaking, her name is said to be Esther. She is also a sister to the person of Salome, but she's not around at the location, or what I say, in Abuja, if I'm to say so. So someone that was living with Salome, like where she is in Abuja, actually got to speak, of which is a sister. Her name is Patience. We are going to be watching a video of her interview with BBC. I saw a lot of, kind of like some things I think are not adding up, even with Maxwell's own collaboration of the story, who is the one that has been dating her and is said to be in a relationship with her since around 2017-2018. It now begins to make a lot of sense. Now, just for those who are not going to watch to the end, I think it still points out to the fact that Temile and Ajehin must not have acted alone in this whole issue. Now, first of all, we are going to listen to Maxwell, because he was the one in the interview that was said that Salome was going to go and meet on that particular Saturday. Then from there, we'll listen to what the other sister Patience had to say in her interview with BBC Pidgin. I'm assuming that many of you have seen this video, but if you have not, please pay up attention, because as I listen, I am analyzing. Welcome to the analysis. So, headphones on, please listen along with me. So here is a video of Maxwell, and he says here, justice for Salome. So we are going to be seeing pictures of Maxwell as we get to listen to what he had to say, and I'm going to pause at some point and then react to what I'm listening. So please pay attention.
Hello everyone, my name is Barrister Chunulov, and as you all know, we've been following the case of the gruesome murder of Salome Adaidu Iliojo, and I know there are a whole lot of theories flying out there, but please, I want us to listen to this particular interview with her boyfriend.
So this is a boyfriend, okay? So even this one, at least legit, because he has videos of both of them together, and interesting. So please listen.
Then let's listen with an open heart, right? And God will bless you. And before I do that,
actually, the person that is sharing this interview is, like you heard her introduce herself, she's a barrister, she's a lawyer, so probably she's the one following up with the case to ensure that justice is being sought for the death of Salome. Okay, let's go on.
I want us to know that, please, we shouldn't just talk because we are just emotional, we want to talk and say certain things. Let's sit down, analyze it very well before we say certain things. Of course, the dead cannot come and defend themselves, but we have a right to ensure that their memory is sustained in the right way. So listen to this and let me know what you think.
Okay, so whatever you hear me say would be what I think.
This is the elder sister to Salome Iliojo Adaidu, the late Salome Iliojo Adaidu, and Patience Unikojo Adaidu. So with me, I was asked to do a little interview with Maxwell, Ele's boyfriend, before she died, because he was the last person Ele said she was going to see. So Maxwell, please, can you tell me how you know my sister Salome Iliojo Adaidu?
I met Ele sometime in 2017, way back, and we started dating the next year, 2018. As I met Ele, and during that period, there was we normally had issues, and we said to. It wasn't like we were dating all through that period. That's it.
Okay, so when was the last time you saw Ele?
I saw Ele last week.
So notice for what he says, okay, they had some issues, but not as if they were dating, but later they eventually started dating, because 2017, 2018, 2019, 2020, 2021, 2022, 2023, 2024. That's a long time. So you have known each other for a long time. But when you say it's not as if we were dating, but we had issues, probably he's talking about the the time the time they met before they started dating or something, because that is a long time that this person has known you. Do you understand? So, and you saw the throwback pictures of when they were lovey together. Let's go on.
Last week, sometime last week, I can't remember, it was on a Wednesday or Thursday. That was the last time I saw her. And I think she left my house on Thursday.
Okay, so that means they have been dating for a long time, so she goes to his place to go and stay, and then probably they go to church together, yeah. So she normally comes and then leaves his house. So, and the family know him.
Okay. She left my house on Thursday. We were supposed to see on Friday, but I didn't even I didn't sleep at home. I even asked if I should come over and drop the key for her, but she said she cannot sleep alone in the house. That we'll see on Saturday. Okay. Yes.
Now, so what I was thinking at this point when I was listening to the audio is that for her to leave the house on Saturday saying she was going to Maxwell's place, and then the family didn't see her come back home on that particular Saturday but heard about her death on Sunday, it makes sense why the family did not raise an alarm that, oh, we haven't seen our sister. She goes out, she went out, she didn't come back, because they know where she's probably going to be at that time. So either way, she has gone and stayed outside before, so she will come back. So it collaborates with what the elder sister Esther was saying, that indeed anyone that she's going out with, the family knows who the person is. So that's why I think there was no alarm raised when she didn't come back. Some of you, if it's in my house where I come from, try say they go sleep outside. Okay. Different families, of course, have the way they grow up or something. So we are going to follow this just holistically the way it is. So I'm just trying to, for those who were saying that, oh, how come she went, left the house and then Saturday didn't come back that night and then they didn't raise an alarm. They had an idea of where she would probably be because she told them where she was going. Do you understand? So let's go on.
That was the arrangement. That we'll see on Saturday and she'll stay through till Tuesday.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
So on Saturday, what?
I don't know if you picked that. So she was supposed to go there on Saturday and then stay through till Tuesday. So she'll stay Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Because what this guy says here, believing him, of course, in the story, would make sense why some things were happening during the time that she must have passed and they were still butchering her. Sorry, I used the word barbecue in my last video. I just tried to use words that YouTube would not censor my conversation, okay?
What's happened? What's changed?
Okay, I went to work. I closed a bit late, and then I passed through Nyanya Area A to have my hair done. So I sat outside the barbing salon with my friends, waiting for my turn. So I spoke with her, and she told me that I did not miss her. That was her exact word, that I did not miss her. That for that reason she will not see me again. But to me, I felt she was joking. I didn't take it serious. She angrily hung up. But I wasn't really, my spirit was not settled. So I had to call again. I called her. She picked, but I wasn't getting her. So I had to use my friend's phone, Alikali Yakubu. I used his phone to call Eli. Then we spoke. Not really at length, but we spoke, and I told her that okay, I missed her. I am sorry that where she should meet me at. I wanted to give her my location so that we can go home together.
Okay, so now, if we are following the story of Maxwell and the police is doing their investigation on this particular case, the time that they spoke, because one thing that someone that is also investigative will ask is, when was the last time you heard from this person? When was the last time you had a conversation with this person? So what he's saying right now, he hasn't stated a particular time, but if they were supposed to go home together on that same Saturday, and then she called and was saying that, oh, you don't miss me, I will not see you again or something. At least from what he's saying now, he called her and they spoke. So that means at this point as well, she was still alive at that point when they spoke and then planned as well to meet. You understand? But what he's painting right here is that their relationship was a little bit not that very, but anyway, boyfriend and girlfriend matter. Sometimes I can say something to make you see, oh, do you miss me? Do you like me? Do you still love me? Now, relationship matter on a headache sometimes. But just for you to get the point here. So he hasn't said the exact time that this conversation happened. At least he spoke to her on phone and heard her voice. But let's go on to something he says again.
But then she said she wasn't going. That she had to go to church the next day. That's what she told me. She had to go to church the next day, so she wasn't seeing me that day. That she'll see me the next day after church. She even said she would cook the next day because I felt sick. But that call, I don't know if she was under duress or if she was forced to say what she had to say, or she was so much in a hurry to just hang up. And she told me she needs to sleep, that she wants to sleep at that instant. That was what she said, that she needs to sleep. She was so much in a hurry to hang up, to end the call with me. So I wasn't really comfortable with that.
Okay.
So after having my head done, I went home. I went online. My spirit was disturbed. I went online. I sent her a message.
Now, talking about sleep, he went to go and have a haircut, was still waiting in line. Now, if you remember our previous video, that's why when someone said in the comment anonymously, like we saw in our previous video, that she left home around 11 a.m., okay, going to go and see her friend, at least for someone that is close to the family, not someone directly in the family, because when I'm reading Sahara Reporters right here, this same patient, the patient you see here that is interviewing him, said here in Sahara Reporters that patient said she left the house on Saturday saying she was going to visit a friend named Maxwell. Then on Sunday, I received a call while returning to my place informing me that she had been in an accident in Uke. Upon getting there, we discovered it was not an accident. It was like a brutal murder. Someone had carried her away and killed her. Now, patient didn't state the time that she left the house on Saturday. Just for us to know, because timing is very important here. But what this guy is saying now is that she spoke to her. So if this girl was alone with this guy, Timilehin, how can one person be able to? Because what he's saying now is that from the way the call went, it wasn't as if she was herself. But for her to be sleeping, would she want to be sleeping during the daytime? So it might have been towards the evening. So whatever happened, the picture I'm painting in my mind is that probably there were other people and they were able to really subdue her to the point that they can probably make her put a call through to this guy, Maxwell. Which means that what Timilehin must have been saying in those interviews were kind of like premeditated, understanding that, okay, this lady must have left the house that she's going to go and see someone, or she must have, been in a relationship with someone. Because if she left the house saying she's going to go and see this guy, for her to be calling the guy and telling the guy that, you don't miss me, you are not seeing me again, or something, I will not see you again, or something. It's crazy, because you cannot be leaving the house, telling those in the house you are going to go and see Maxwell, only for you to call that Maxwell without the knowledge of those in the house that you are not going to see him again. So I think at this point, she must have been abducted, okay, either with the keke or something, and then that was when the conversation started happening. But again, when it comes to this conversation, they might, if they are accomplices in this, they are watching and seeing how the conversation is going. They are on the internet. I've dealt with scandals before, and I know how these people move. They're always monitoring. Because someone was dropping a comment, the person was saying that even the polythene that her head was found inside, that she went with this Timilehin to go and buy it. Okay, nobody should come and start looking for me to ask me a question. I read comments when I post a video and see what people are saying. And something funny might happen in the sense that if he didn't act alone, you might hear something that probably, even while he's in custody, possibly, presumably, I would say that he's no more. Because these are extents to which people can go through to hide something. Okay, I'm not saying this is going to happen, but this is how syndicates like this, of course, gets to operate. That's if he's not going to mention names, because I am thinking he didn't act alone. Listening to this, okay? But again, as well here, I'm talking based on the fact that we are believing what Maxwell says. I wasn't there, you were not there, so we have to look at this very objectively. So what am I trying to say here? You left the home that you are going to go and see someone, but you are calling the person and telling the person that you won't see the person again. It doesn't get to add up. Okay, so let's listen to what he says here. Continuing.
That message, which she responded. I asked her. She told me. I asked her that you said you wanted to sleep, so why are you still awake? Yes, she said.
It's the exact word.
Yeah, she said she typed. I have it here. Let me just quickly flip through.
So now in this conversation now he's going to reveal is that they were typing. So it's possible that someone else can be typing with her phone while, probably because that was at night. While they took time. I mean, I saw the body. My God. I saw the body. People have mind. So now he's texting. Let's see what he says the text was.
Then she said, I went through the phone yesterday. She said, I want to peace.
So look at it as well here. Now, Patience has gotten the phone of his sister. Let's look at what the message says. It says here, okay, and this was around 5:35 p.m. in the evening. 5:35 p.m. So the message yesterday was saying that she left like 11 a.m. So around 5:35 p.m. it says here, okay, let me know when you are back. Okay, yeah, your line, and then let me try to really look at my WhatsApp, because if this is her phone, this is his phone, because the name is Sally. I'm doing this live. I didn't do this before coming. So this is Sally. That means it's his phone. So if he's texting, he's the one that is ringing. So she said, okay, let me know when you are back. That means he wasn't around us at 5 p.m. So she's asking him to tell her when he's back. He said, okay. All right. So around 5:45 p.m., she says, yeah, your line is busy. Okay. She says your line is busy. And then he says, hey, and good. So she tried to call him, but maybe because she couldn't get him, she said your line is busy. And then now he says, hey. And the hey he says was around 10:31 p.m. Okay, I'm sorry, but I could have zoomed this earlier for you guys to see clearly. Then she now says babe, and that babe was around 10:25. This glass no be, there's no lens. I don't have eye problem, so it's just for aesthetics. So it doesn't mean I can't see very well. So she said, babe, are you home now? Around 10. She's asking, and then he says yes. You are still awake? Then he asks her, and the girl says no. I woke up to peace myself. Okay, I now on my data by mistake. He now said okay. So he she said she was the one that said good night to him around 10:48 p.m. and then he now said sweet dreams my love. He said sweet dreams my love. Now look at what he says here because of that sweet dreams my love that he said to her. Listen.
Peace
Let me read. No, she said, I sent a hey message around this was 10:31 p.m. She replied with, babe, are you home now? I say, yeah. I said, you still awake? She said, no. I woke up to peace myself.
Peace myself.
It wasn't really clear. The next message from her was, I now on my data by mistake. But I wasn't this is not how Ele used to chat with me. And the funny thing is, I even sent. After that, I said okay. She was so much she sent good night and now reply with sweet dreams, my love. Ele that I know, if I send sweet dreams, my love, Ele will definitely reply me with something. I don't know.
Okay, so what's your just like a few minutes? Just tell me your relationship with Ele. Like, how was it? Was Ele a violent person?
Ele has never been violent. Ele has never been violent.
Was Ele cheating on you?
I trusted Ele. I don't even know her password to her phone. I don't have any reason why I should know her password. I don't go to her phone. I trusted Ele. I was very sure I was the only one she was dating. I trusted Ele. I have never doubted Ele for once. I don't know her password. I don't even have any reason why I should. I don't go through her phone. I don't go through Ele's phone.
Like most people are saying now, justice should be served. Like Ele should get justice for what has.
What I'm thinking here is that if she left home saying she's going to go and see Maxwell, note that this boy Lling said that they have been dating for 1 year, but the family knows Maxwell, not him, which I don't believe that story. So if she was leaving to go and see Lling, to go and see Maxwell, and she even around the afternoon time said, around the afternoon, now I don't know the time that she spoke with Maxwell, at least they spoke together, of which they arranged that okay, they were going to meet before we got here. Indeed as well, they spoke. That means it was still in line with her purpose of leaving the house. Like
most people are saying now, justice should be served. Like Ele should get justice for what has happened to her. And if, for instance, this guy did not, if the body was not found with him, and Ele said she was coming to see Maxwell, that was the last thing she told her family. So what do you think would have happened to you?
I don't know. I don't even know why. I'm not bothered about that. I don't know why. I'm not even seeing it from that angle. My pain is Ele is too innocent. She doesn't deserve to wait. She died in a horrible way, and it's not making any sense. That guy is not telling us something. He's taking that head to someone. He needs to speak up. But the fact that he's saying Ele is his girlfriend, I feel he's covering something, he's hiding something, he's not telling the public something. Yes. I want justice for Ele. I don't know if I can do life without Ele. She wasn't drawn to material things. She wasn't defined with material things at all. I've known Ele for over 7 years. I've known her.
Man, 7 years not be 7 days though. 7 years is not 7 days. Even if you believe that she was dating, she was in a relationship, 7 years though. Can you hide a relationship with somebody? Ladies, please tell me. I don't know how you know, some of you people, you have I do for ladies. But can you hide a relationship? Can you be with someone in a relationship with someone for 7 years and then you hide a relationship with another person for 1 year? You must be talented. You must be very, very. Oh my God, snake not even near you. Think about it as well. And she was doing her national youth service at this time. So if he says I've been dating for like 1 year, is it that when she started youth service, she started dating this Lling? It doesn't get to add up. So I think when she spoke to him at that time, saying that she's not going to see him again, probably audibly, she was maybe trying to tell him something, that maybe you won't really see me again. Like, maybe you won't really see me again. Maybe she saw what was going to happen to her or something. Doesn't make sense. Because if you look at Ling's own interview where he was saying that she said she's hungry, I said make I marry her Indomie. She said the Indomie nice. The English, you saw the video. The English she was the English even sounds like the way it was sounding in the chats, in a way, if you get what I'm saying. So for her to be with him all through the night and chatting with him at that time, know that he was being caught during the day with the head in his hand. So he must have spent all through the night. But for you to be going out with the head during the day, were you going to go and deliver it to somebody at that time? And if he did not act alone, they should also check to be sure that the body that that buried the body, but did they check to see that the body itself, everything was complete? Aside the head that they saw him take away. Do you understand? And the story that he, like I told you before, the story that he said he was going to go and surrender himself, it doesn't make sense. Would you be going to go and surrender yourself with somebody's head? It's not as if you were heading to police station. You were on Okada holding head. So were you going to go and take that head to go and supply to someone? If it was for ritual purposes, were you taking it to one Baba to go and do ritual or something? Whereby you, maybe since they asked for head, you have carry head, okay, make I carry head, go. Then keep the body. Because why I don't think he acted alone was the situation, like even this chatting or something and her calling him. Can one person hold one person hostage? It doesn't show that he's a keke driver. So if she entered the wrong keke, how did it get to the point that she was found in his house? While we maintain an open mind in this conversation, I came across this video of this man. His name is Man Made Easy or something, comedian on Facebook. There are many comedians on Facebook, so I don't stay there long. I would say it's a bit toxic on that environment, so I like to be here that is more structured. So he came and make some claims that the family are lying, that they don't know who he is, and that actually Lling knows who the Salome is. In fact, that they were planning to get married. Now, on that point, I don't agree with. It doesn't make sense, okay? Because of what you have been looking at as well. Someone that she has been dating for quote and unquote 7, for years, over 6 years or something. So looking at this right now, we are going to listen to him speak. And there's a video before this one where he makes that allegation I'm going to play for you before you now listen to the one you are seeing right now. So just pay attention before I get back to the studio. So just listen.
First and foremost, I want to say this guy, God will punish you. This guy on the show, God will punish you. See, if God no punish you, me, I go punish you. Now, I want to give the real story. I know so many content creators don't carry the story about this particular girl of how they did butcher her. Because even we, when they go chop fish, we never see where they scatter fish like this or scatter meat like this for market. Where will they go buy? But human being, where I think said now the same God why they serve create, see what the person don't do. Anyway, let me tell you the story because so many content creators don't carry this story. Now, let me tell you the real thing. First, when this story comes, so many people don't start, some bloggers don't start to blame the girl. Say why the girl they come out to go see man. Say if not be man where she go see this thing for no happen to her. First, this girl is a graduate. She just finished her NYSC. She's been dating this guy, and this is a guy that knows her parents. He goes there, and they were actually planning to settle down. So it's nothing bad for people cutting, at least to know each other, one or two, you understand? So don't put any blame on this girl. This girl is an innocent girl. You understand? Don't put any blame on her. Now, let me say this. This guy started his career as a musician, gospel musician. When they go to church, you go see them, go raise their hand up. They do Holy Spirit. People, they shout, ouch, ouch. He grew up, they employed him in a place. He started doing content creation, not knowing, say, this guy is a butcher. Now, see what's into the game. And let me just give you the information. This, you are hearing it from the right source. Now, the 7th person where this guy don't kill. He doesn't just only kill them, sell their parts. They eat their meat. Because, I'm telling you, because from the source, even when my very good friend, very dark man, made a video, he got something when he talk for the video, where I go still try to let her know, say, no, waiting actually happened. The case of that policeman, no, be actually waiting happen. That policeman will talk that thing. This one happened for my front. I have all the full videos. The policeman did not, the guy did not actually offer the policeman any money. In fact, he wasn't caught by any policeman. Now, police people, they call later invite, come. So the policeman was actually saying that he had a premonition that something like this, say Yahoo boy inside car, he go intercept the car, they offer to give him 100 million naira. So it wasn't for the guy. This guy no get any bargain. Police actually came in when men don't, they already mend down, when men don't discover that thing. When the bike man actually blow the whistle of see waiting they happen, best when carry for bike, blood they drip for, you understand? So, aside that, this guy, everybody knows this guy in the area because they just employ him for a place. I don't go call the name of the place because of name. The guy is the media person there. So now what they use the disguise. This guy know they sit down with people. You know they deal with people. If you see him with a girl, he's one off. In his compound, you know they talk to anybody apart from only one tenant. And the reason why they talk to that person is because of who the person be. You understand? I don't want to start calling names or who him be because of personality. You understand? But I want to say this. The Igala community, I want to make an arise to this because many people they talk say, police, if you give them money, then go turn the case. Why not then go release and carry and go Cotonou? We no go see they go. Not before this case, oh. Not before this case. Because the Igala community will rise to this. The whole people, in fact, the community of Papalada where this thing happened, they rise to her. All the immediate community very close, Orozo, Loco, Arab, Kerishi, everybody don't condemn the act. And we are particular about this guy. We are particular. So the police will do their job. They have already started doing their... Okay, for the case of this idiot, this guy, I believe, say, so many lies don't they come up. Because I don't see so many things on social media. After I made the first video that I dropped yesterday, I can't see so many people. For my DM, I no feel rest. I just read so many things. Oh, guy, and I lie, they lie. This guy said he submitted himself. This and until I can't go see interview. This particular interview. Now I can't say, well, I know they tell on about story that I gathered because of this. I'm telling you, as someone who stays in the place where this thing happened. You understand? So, in case you want, after today, maybe tomorrow or so, if you want me to unveil the main house, I go the front of the house, do the video, and I go see how they seal up that place for the now. First, I want you to understand that the siblings, as well, the sister don't talk, say, this guy, know they date the friend, say, na kidnap, according to one, say, they kidnap her from Keke, this and that, hypnotize her, took her to the house, and did that slaughtering and the rest. Now, all lies. Because for the area, we don't see the guy with the girl nothing less than 6 times. You understand? They get one joint, why I no go call the name of the joint, where then they go sit down, they chill very close to their house. You understand? They also get the place where the guy they walk. You understand? Which I will not mention them, where they don't go there more than 3 times. You understand? So, that one is all false. They are actually together. So if the family say they don't know the boy, I may not say anything much because man no talk because that one no concern me. But I know they've been dating, and we know the guy as someone who does not relate to anybody at all. Now somebody where they like to do things on his own. You know, they talk to anybody, you know, they sit down with anybody apart from maybe one or two few girls. So you go just see today, maybe you know, go see them tomorrow and something like that. So, and that issue of he wasn't dating the girl, that one is totally false. They lied. They were dating. You understand? Now, back to the issue of the interviews. I don't really listen to the interview of the sister, of the uncle. It did to me like say no be they no get blood relationship because I just imagine saying na me. Now at the end of the day, na me then go the interview because no I want to go collect one policeman gun for that place shoot that guy. You see the way the sister take maintain her cool, still they speak English. The uncle come, they speak in English. Anyway, that no concern me, but I'm feeling that this thing is more than English. We should be doing justice today because if there's somebody related to me, everything will be involved. First, God go there involved. Police go there involved. Amadioha go there involved. Nothing, marine spirit. In fact, even devil go there involved. See, just, oh God. Anyway, but now let me react to this boy for waiting in talk for this interview. First, let me talk about the case of where he said, police, saying no, they no catch him. Saying that he surrender himself to police. Well, he can only say this because it's already in the hands of the law enforcement agency. How we saying talk this thing that and go will catch him? Say he won't surrender himself to us. Say no be saying this thing. Say what? Although shall by now na dead body will for they talk about because we know body go tell him. You understand? So that's a total false. In fact, it was one of us who invited the police. I went to call some police officers at Orozo there, where they call Arab. You understand? So you can verify this thing. I'm telling you what actually happened. So there was never a time. And there is this thing that the guy is saying for social media. And I believe say the time where this media house, they interview this boy. Some police officers there around there and they hold this their batting. When they call talk through. That guy talk say he did what he had to do. That he can't they pull hand like this. And you never carry batting. Wipe out the truth come out for this guy out mouth. See, I don't understand the kind of see, I think we should just go back to those days of capital punishment. When we say if you do something like this, they put you for 3. If they either sentence you to death by hanging or death by stoning, put you for 3, men they stone you till you die. So that if younger ones see how this person will do this thing take die, you don't want to do them again. That's why I like what happened in the Republic of Congo. If we bring that kind of capital punishment, come Nigeria back, most of all these things not going to happen. I did a video, so many people came to my DM and said, because most of them, as they come my DM, they said they want to see the video. I sent them the video. Even some of them now, they should say most of them never get themselves. Because waiting and see for the video and the pictures. Now, aside the fact that this guy, they eat the bodies, because on that day, the following day, which is Monday, that the police came to his house to evacuate other parts of this girl. They discover, now, there are 2 things, because there are some parts that are missing. You understand? Apart from the part where we catch and carry go, there are some parts that are missing, because the breast, they're missing. You understand? It's either he don't take the first trip, go supply that one, or maybe those ones follow for waiting in chop, because he actually prepared the intestine and ate them. Now, few there for pot. If you check the pictures that is going online, or those that I sent to, you will discover say that assembling of that body no get bone. The guy don't debone everything where they the body. You understand? So, and see, there are so many things you would check. This guy, although somebody will don't do this thing for 7 times, is a professional. But the police, this part that we should be looking into, or the media, the interview, we should be asking this question, we should be asking, who are you selling this thing to? Who introduced you to this? And why are you doing this? These are the questions we need to ask. The girl, unfortunately, she's gone. Now let us know who introduced him, whom he's supplying to, and why is he doing this? For God's sake. Please, let's come to the comment section and say what, and air our view and tell us what we need the Nigerian police and the Nigerian media to say about it, to ask, and to research, to find out. I trust the Nigerian police. I know you do a great job. But on our way they watch this, please make we talk, waiting we feel about this matter. Let's see at the comment section.
Now, this is me on the Facebook page of the sister. Posted this picture. This picture now confirms what this guy is saying here, because she says, dating someone for a year and my family do not know him with the kind of family I come from. Meaningless statement of 6 different confused talk. This boy just entered the wrong place. He has been killing people. This is not the first. With the look on his face, this boy has been killing girl, but a lay pass, and thank you, Lord, my sister is not a missing case, okay? Dating someone for a year and my family do not know with the kind of family I come from. Then she says here, cook food for the room. I had picture and video of you cook for my sis, or you wanted to use her meat to make stew. You understand? This guy is bastard. God, I beg. Why is so unfortunate? He had no idea who Ele was to him. No food, no drink in his house. I was there live. Only God knows what happened to my sis. And again, Ele gone, but the so-called boy statement is different. Many statements here and there. He picked my sis from, or who sent him. Okay, so this is what she posted. So she's suggesting that what if he was preparing her to cook? According to what this guy is saying, is that he mentioned the number of 7 people. That not like 7 people, that he has up to 7 people have been, been his victim. Do you understand? That's why, even though, like, remember the girl I posted that he was dancing with? I don't know if that one is alive, but if that one is alive, you don't run, you don't japa tete. But now, looking at this as well here, she was there live, and then she is saying that it's not her first time. The uncle was saying it's not his first time. The uncle was also saying the same thing, that it doesn't look like his first time. So probably what this guy is saying might be plausible, but for the family to deny that they don't know who this guy is, and still be saying that she went to go and meet Maxwell, and Maxwell confirmed that they actually planned to meet each other and they were chatting that day. Do you understand? So it now becomes a little bit confusing looking at the situation as to if she knows the guy, which is possible, but again, I'm looking at the family denying that they don't know him. So where it's going to become even more interesting is when the police themselves, the police have not made an official statement yet, even though they have taken him to court and all that. From the phones, they can see from their phone if she has been in communication with him. That will just settle all of these doors. Did he know her before time? Let's note that the girl is already gone. What has happened has happened. If she knew him before that particular time, that means Ele herself may not have been really faithful in her relationship with the guy, and all of that, if it makes sense. So let's get back to the studio.
Those who are living within his vicinity would have to be really, really investigated. Those who are his neighbors, because that means the girl stayed there overnight. Where he's staying, is he the only one staying there with fence and everything? He would have someone that is a next door neighbor. So if people saw both of them walking out together, like the person that commented, moving out together to go and buy polythene and all that, then it might be plausible. But again, can you hide a 1-year relationship? Anyway, let's go on.
Most times, Lily will just tell me she will take care of the meal for the day, from breakfast down to. It is not violent.
Okay. So please, can you tell us your full name?
My name is Maxwell Aja. I'm from Benue State, Igede by tribe.
Okay, thank you very much. So this is Ele's elder sister Uneku, and I was asked to do a little interview with Ele's boyfriend, which the whole family knows about, and they had a really, really good relationship. So thank you all.
Now, I don't know how this story is true, but this person, Comfort Odoma, is saying that it was in his house that he killed her. Salome even went with him to buy the polythene bags he used for her parts. His neighbor confirmed it. The truth is that she had someone she would have married sometime in March. The truth is that she had someone she could have married sometime in March. This is what this person is saying. Now, Maxwell does not sound or even look like, because if Maxwell is saying that they have been dating for this long, and he doesn't even mention the idea that they were planning to get married or something, then where does this particular idea come from? Do you understand? So is this a cook-up story? You see, when things trend like this happen, stories fly around. Some of them might just be cooked up. This particular story is not coming from, I searched for this story from the comment of what this person said, and I could not find it on any reputable blog or like website or something. What this person is saying, it's not on BBC, it's not on Sahara Reporter. I don't see it on Punch. So I now ask the person here, where are you getting this information? Because you are either an insider or a conspiracy theorist. Is this information shared on any media outlets or the police? Then the other person said here as well, Moma Ruby says, yes, I can confirm it from what I heard from close relatives. Close relatives of who? This person that is Moma Ruby. Close relatives of who? Close relatives of the guy, Timilehin, or close relatives of Salome? Because what you are hearing right now is from close relatives of Salome, which are going to be listening to what the sister had to say. But this is someone that the Maxwell that was mentioned that she said she was going to go and see. So where does this whole someone she was supposed to marry in March come from? Because even Maxwell does not even talk about them planning marriage or something. So is it going to be that aside Maxwell, she was seeing this guy for over a year and seeing someone else she was supposed to marry, and the family did not even know that she was supposed to marry that person in March? Think. Then I now said, whoa. I now said, we know it was right in his house. And like I said, the situation must have been like she walked into the place if no one in his neighborhood saw him. But think of this, dating for 1 year and even he does not post her, but is shaking bum with another girl. Did they start dating when she started serving? We'll look more into the story, because think about it. On his TikTok handle, Salome does not exist. It's as if he even likes small lengele people. Oh, sorry, not lengele, slim people. The one that was trying to shake something she has behind that I don't see anything. I'm not body shaming anybody, just that it's not rhyming to the trend of the Tylers and the Ayara stars that I've been seeing on the internet. That one, I don't know if that one is even alive. So if you are that person that was dancing with him, you have to tell us if you are still alive or if you don't run, if you don't bounce. Okay? He was a secret to her family and friends because she was engaged to someone else. Who is this someone else? And how can she be engaged to someone else? And Maxwell needs to say if they were engaged to be married, because even Maxwell does not mention that. They have been dating for like 7 years at least. The family knows Maxwell. She only saw him when she was either bored, needed some quick change and sex. Otherwise, what would a girl from an educated family be doing with a riffraff like? So I'm just wondering to myself, this is the first time this person is commenting on my channel. So I need to really check I need to find which channels are talking about this. And whichever channels are talking about this, I think the police needs to investigate those people that are saying this, because this is another angle of the story that I don't think really adds up. You know, for me, I don't do him say. It has to be coming from a reputable source that I can say, okay, if I'm talking or analyzing, I'm taking from this source. I don't do all of these things. So this is something I found in the comment. Okay, so where is this particular engagement story coming from? According to what I read, come on, this is a community right here. If you are watching me for the first time, you are welcome. But I've been around for a long time, so this is not the first time I'm doing a deep dive analysis on a particular issue. Okay, so that's just it as well here for you guys to understand. And now we are going to listen to the sister. You see, one thing I notice on social media is, because I don't strive to be the first. Don't just strive to be the first to be the one to come out with a gist. Those who don't know me for Tete, I don't even want to become first. I go sit down here waiting people they talk, know which one they make sense. Because some people will be making noise, some people will be making sense. But most importantly, you have to look for where the facts are. This has been a consistent thing, because if you go on Facebook, you see things. I don't know, Facebook people, I don't know where their brain is. Let's listen to what the sister had to say in her interview with BBC. And so we can get to really understand the full context of this whole thing. My videos sometimes get long. Okay, if you don't like long videos, please don't be on YouTube. Go on TikTok, go on Instagram. relax there. Go Facebook self. See here on YouTube, I take my time. Wayo. Watch wait till you feel watch. Go. I don't control anybody. Please. If one person say for comment your video are too long, I beg. I don't deal like this for a long time.
Pieces are into like 40 pieces, clean pieces. It's just like Ellen and cow where they arrange for table, put for grand. But your own difference say they don't put them for table, they put them for grand. Innocent Ele, a copper, a promising young lady, very intelligent. On Saturday evening, my sister tell me to say she did dress up to go out. Then we can't ask her say where she dey go. She can't say she dey go visit a friend. Till Sunday, we no hear anything from my sister again. All of a sudden, I dey on my way. They go back to my station where I dey work. Now I get call on my way going for Gwadimpa. Say make I turn back. They come okay. My sister get accident there. I say no problem. Accident. I ask details of the accident. Where did the accident happen? What happened? Police no fit give me any details of anything where they happen. I say to no wahala. I don't they come with the shock and everything where they do me. Now I'll hang for that Duse Junction first for some period of time. Make some calls before I come waka. Come they go okay. When we reach okay, I meet my younger brother and our last born for there. Now I ask them to say where Ele. They say Ele don't die. I say Ele don't die how? The next thing we can't come up for there. I can't go see Ele. I just in a normal like Ele just die, get accident. I come, I see Ele body. The pieces are into like 40 pieces, clean pieces. It's just like Ele and a cow where they arrange for table, put for grand. But you know difference say they don't put them for grand. They don't put them for table, they put them for grand. I asked what do my sister. They no answer me. The next thing na in body to scatter, made a bury am. We look for one corner for there bury am. But me I know to say that bury will bury am there. No be there you go there. Now just make we fit keep the body. They bury am there. Mortuary they say no fit carry go mortuary. The body to scatter. Una no say body to scatter. Una no fit carry and go mortuary. Una no they do anything about them. After that day we left that place. We come up for there. We come as that night. That Sunday night we no fit sleep. Monday morning we start waka. Monday afternoon, they never call us. Monday afternoon, I don't ask where we go. We waka, we go police station for Orozo. We reach that police station for New Orozo for Nasarawa State. They start to ask questions. I asked the DPO, what thing they happen with my sister? He say, make I go ask my other sisters. Now maybe the firstborn of Adaidu Joseph family. My father just died in May last year. He never even reached 1 year. Say the guy where my sister follow now our friend. I say with my life and with everything I know in this life, I know all my younger sisters, they are friend. Even my friends, they know my sisters. My sisters know my friend. Everybody for our family, they know 1 or 2 people about. And the contact must say you deal with person for 1 year. Your family member, not 1 and 5 girls. When you get 2 will be your best friend, even if she know they too close to me, she get 2. Our last born and how we they do the university together, the same room, the same faculty. No go know who she they date for 1 year. The guy say my sister they live with her for the past 1 year. Me will meet my sister for under bridge for Nyanya when I they come back from work on Friday.
He didn't say he lived with her for 1 year. He said they have been dating for 1 year, not like living with her for over a year, just to get the idea correct from what the guy himself said, because he was saying that if we don't have time for each other, we don't get to see each other, all those things. But let's go on.
Now the same person will say they live with her, get away, they close from work on Icon Insurance, they come back straight to our father's house. You say now the same person will say if they come they see you for waiting that they call them for your house, so now they live together. He just killed her, butchered her in his room. See big rubber there for that house there. Nothing this guy. The guy is the way the guy they act. The neighbors stop staying and so speak aloud for in room. If they butcher my sister, carry her head, they go okay. Now your Okada see him. They see blood, they drop. Okada can't stop him.
Never reach 5 months the father died. Let they pay me. He say he must stand for me. Now he dey be say now he be my husband. Say now he be my everything. I can't dey happy.
The only thing where we want is just justice for Ele. May we just know what to do Ele. If the guy, they have call logs, they have ways that police can investigate things and tell the family.
Of
See,
course.
now they never fit give us our sister phone. They
Okay, but I think they have given. Okay, they haven't given them the sister's phone yet, because the message as well we read was from Maxwell's phone talking with her. So her phone would contain some really plausible information on this. So the police themselves can come and say, oh, probably only the police can release the full investigation of this if Salome really had a relationship with this guy, Lling. You understand? And maybe if that is so, then it's going to be a shock to even the family, to Maxwell, and to everybody. So the police as well are the one with the phone, so that they will be doing their investigation. But at least from what we are seeing at this point here, some things are not plausible. Do you understand? Let's go on.
The phone, they're there with our things. They know they give us information. As far as me I'm concerned, I don't have any information. I don't know anything about any.
Okay, so that was itself the full interview. Now, this is where this story is coming from. Let's listen to Daniel.
As far as Lling and Salome were concerned, people who knew them both said that there's somehow that there is a possibility that they were dating, because they recalled that there was a time Lling had approached Salome and had asked her out for a relationship in the past, but she turned him down, citing the idea that he was quite known and famous. And that was the period of time he was a church boy, releasing church songs, being in posters, trying to be an artist in the church.
Where is this story coming from? Because as at this time, this is 2020. This blog post, when I look for him on Apple Music, even here on YouTube, you see some of his videos 4 years ago. That was 2020 that he was singing. I haven't found someone that he collaborated with on Instagram. The person is not big. It's just about 200, 300 followers. Someone that he did a collaboration with on a song. The person literally posted it on his Instagram. 2020 that he asked her out on 20. This is 4 years ago that he asked her out. Not as if, so if this person is telling you that he asked her out 4 years ago, 2020, that was when he was like, music, that kind of thing. How does that make sense? That is 4 years then, and now it's 2024. And he he's not doing gospel music or this and this. So like I don't know if you get the way I'm looking at the timeline. It's not as if, because he said they have been dating for over a year. So that means he asked her out 2020. And after 2021, 2022, maybe 2023, she now say, oh yes, okay, let us start dating. Does it add up? Because according to his own words himself, they were dating for over a year, at least 1 year. At the time he was doing gospel music and all of that was 2020. At least his album, EP, everything is 2020. Check on Apple Music, is there. Check here on YouTube as well. If you see his songs, it's there. But he hasn't done anything music even for over 2 years. Let's go on as well.
So they are saying that it was around that time that he reached out to her for a relationship, but she turned him down because, citing the fact that a lot of girls will be all over him and she does not want to be insecure and all of those beats. Some of his friends are surprised that they are even seeing each other, and they believe that they were seeing each other on the low. They cited that there's a possibility that the relationship or whatever friendship they had was very hidden and very secretive and private. But them seeing or hearing that she was in his house or this whole situation has happened, the people who knew the killer, Lling, said that they knew each other. Whether or not they were dating, whether or not they were friends, the bottom line is Lling knew Salome. And that is not what the family are saying.
Oh God, Daniel, like this. Over here, all facts over sentiment. If you are talking this like this here, if it was a comment, like I'm reading a comment, I show you this is the comment I saw on my channel. So that means those who had watched this video were the ones that were talking to me on the comments. But the part that he went and bought the polythene back with her, I hope I get to hear that in what Daniel is saying here, okay? But I'm still listening as well, because when I saw it, I had to, while I was shooting, I was literally looking for videos of this trend to see who was the one that said this thing. So Daniel is saying what Shimse told him personally. So I think Daniel, I'm not saying that they should go and pick Daniel up, Umbao. I'm just saying that when you say things like this as well, maybe you can show the chat or the comments you saw. But since the people reach out to you, maybe they have to be anonymous. I think that is how Daniel probably does his conversation as well. But if you are showing people facts as well, it should be traceable. Anything I show you on my conversation right here, you can trace it yourself and go and find. Okay, I don't make claims and say, oh, somebody told me. No. If people are talking on the internet, I'll show you. This person said this person said this. You can go and find it yourself. Okay, let's go on.
The family, like I've already explained, believe that this is a kidnapping, one chance. They don't know each other. She was a victim of ritual, and that is there. The people who knew the boy are saying they knew each other, and that there's a possibility Lling found out she was engaged to someone else and she was probably going to get married, which he may have interpreted as cheating. One particular user even went as far as telling me that she thought or she thinks it was a situation of show me your phone, and he finds out the whole thing, and then there was a fight, like he requesting to see her mobile phone. A lot of people who knew this boy see strongly that and stand on their feet that they knew each other. Now, they also went on to give more details about Lling. Many of them has nothing good to say about this boy. They recall that he lies a lot, that he had once lied to some of his friends that his mom was dead and he needed money for her burial.
That's just one thing. Even the woman that he shot a video for, Pastor Julie or something, came out as if she was trying to use the whole thing to promote her song or something, but she was just saying that even he doing a work for her was not that he's paid Lling, but the work that he did for her has not been substantiated, or would I say delivered. Here is a video, okay? But let's go on as well here as I get to. I'm trying to look at that point whereby they say that they went out together to go and buy the polythene, like that person was saying in the comment.
In which they contributed attitude, but they did not know that it would come to the extent of killing her. When I asked if they believe it was money rituals, given the fact that he was probably stealing, maybe he wanted to do money rituals, they say they don't think it's money rituals. That given that they believe or they feel that the two of them were actually in some sort of relationship, it could have been that he found out about the other guy whom she was going to get married to. And yeah, we've seen a lot of that story in the past, so it's possible, to be honest. And I don't want to, again, I got to do my job here and share my opinion. The story of the friends who said that Lling and Salome know each other is a lot more believable. The story of the family saying they did not know each other and that it was a keke man or a bike man who kidnapped her and brought her to his house, I don't know. It's almost like I want to believe that, but maybe they don't have all the information themselves to explain what they are trying to say. So it's not very concrete. To even go as far as saying that it was the bike man who brought her to him for the killing was the same bike man who exposed him. I don't know if they...
No, I don't know where that story is coming from, because I don't see that on any of the official music news reports, okay? But what he's saying here, like I talked about, I say that however she got into the situation of being in his room must have been very normal, you know, that nobody living around him would be able to verify that they saw her or something. Strange. But those who will be talking about and giving this information and saying that, oh, probably it's not a ritual thing, who know him and even say that they know each other, for someone to be talking about the fact that Lling know her and asked to date her when he was doing gospel song, that he was famous. Like, I don't know this guy, you know, now why I know him. The music no blow. He no blow. Even for YouTube here, they find the music safe. He had before I find out. Now 2020, saying they famous. Famous for where? For TikTok. TikTok when he start when? No, and I check his story. So this person that might be telling you this, or this user that is telling you this, something is not plausible. Do you understand? Sometimes even when people tell you something, investigate them, because it doesn't really add up as well. But again, I get where his point is coming from. Like, for her to be in his place, how far? You get? But again, remember we looked at chat messages and timelines as well. Are you getting the point now? Okay, let's go on.
What they said, but there is something missing in that narrative of the family. I understand that they also want to protect her image, because if she is actually dating Lling, knowing fully well that she is engaged to someone else, it will not look good for her.
The main thing is that, you see, we have to wait. I will just wait and see. The police that are with her phone can tell if she was actually having anything to do with him. Or the very simple. When they check her phone and see that they have been in communication, and how long as well, because you see, it's possible that this kind of organized operation, okay, of course, they will not predict that they were going to catch them. If they try to form a fake message with her and him, every message get backlog. Maybe if not WhatsApp or Facebook or this, because in her messaging as well, they will see her TikTok, they will see her Facebook, they will see her WhatsApp. So when they check the WhatsApp, Facebook, TikTok, they will see if she has been communicating with him. Or the very simple. So all this speculation as well here, Daniel is free to have his opinion for sure, I would say. Very, very legit to have his opinion. Again, but the family will also try to defend her integrity, because on Facebook, everybody is saying, hey, all this hookup, all this, because of what the culture of the day is now. But dating someone for 6-7 years, and within that 6-7 years, 4 years into it as well, Timileyin has asked her out, and she said no. And then Timileyin is saying that they've been dating for 1 year. which of the 1 year? The 1 year will be so recent. That means she said no. Then later, he can't touch her brain. Oh, let me go out with you since Odabaro. But over here is facts over sentiment. Along, you know now, okay?
It's going to be one of those, oh wow, this is why girls should stay in one place and stop meeting multiple guys. And I understand that it's family's job to protect the image of their loved ones, especially when they are not there to speak for themselves. At the same time, we need to know the truth. It's now a public story, and somehow the truth got to come out. So who is saying the truth here? Is the family being truthful? Or I feel like, to the best of the family knowledge, they don't know the boy. So it makes sense to me on that note. If you look at it very well, the family are only speaking on what they know, and they don't know Timileyin. And they don't know him to be her boyfriend. So I will not blame them if they did not get that information. So to them, in their point of view, Salome is not a friend of Timileyin because they don't know him to be the boyfriend. Is it possible that Salome is seeing Timileyin on the side? That is quite possible. Since they were aware that she left home to go and see a friend at Karu, did the friend ever confirm that they saw? Is it possible that that is what she says to go and see the boy? Maybe with the police investigation, they can check the boy's phone for text message exchange to see if they ever had a contact. Even after the boy killed the girl and made a confession, the boy mentioned her name, Adaidu.
What is her name? Adaidu. Which tribe is she? Adaidu. Well, for how long have you been together? Like a year.
The boy mentioned the girl's name. I don't know how many ritualists knows the name of their victims, especially if it's a random person that they just bring on the road. So on that note, it's hard to see from the point of view that they actually did not know each other. Again, I'm going to keep an open mind. In as much as I believe that they do know each other, I'm willing to hear more details because, like I said, it's still a brand new story. The police are still investigating. There's so many stones to be unturned. So eventually, the truth will come out and we will get to know. Because if they did know each other and they had a relationship, then it's a different story and it's a different case. But this is where things start to get dark with this story. Many people wanted to be sure if this is the case of money rituals. Because the boy's personal life is godly church motivational speaking. People who know him told us that there was a time in his past that he actually changed from a gospel guy, that he's not even a church guy anymore, that he doesn't believe in God, giving some kind of atheist vibe, which means this is not a church boy anymore, which means it's open season. If he doesn't believe in God anymore, because even people who believe in God are still killing for rituals, but this young man has, as they claimed, made it public at the time that he's no longer a believer. Which brings us to the day he killed this girl. Pictures of his WhatsApp status started emerging. The things he wrote on his WhatsApp the day it is believed that he had killed this girl are so cryptic and confusing that maybe the family of Salome might be right. I would think if you killed your girlfriend because you found out she was cheating and you want to drop a WhatsApp message, it would be us or people would reading that, okay, this had to do with a man who is hurt by a girlfriend who had to do what he had to do because he was hurt. She cheated on me. She broke my heart. However, those WhatsApp status on the day he killed this girl are telling a third side of the story. They're giving us a different side of the story, which kind of makes the family story that they don't know each other somewhat tiny, a little bit plausible. So one of the first cryptic posts he made on his WhatsApp the day he killed this girl reads, "Being tough isn't enough. You have to reach a point where you don't need to use your physical force. A point where you don't require doing the quote-unquote dirty work. A point where your demands are fulfilled without blood being shed." I don't know what this means. I can try to be intelligent and interpret it for you, but I don't. I'm not even going to swear it. If you think you have an idea how his post relating to her death with this mean, let me know in the comments. But there is another post he made. He further went on after that one to post this. Think about how mafias operate. They build relationships with their higher-ups, the people in positions of power and legal control. They invest in people. They do favors and create a win-win situation for everyone. Now this one have an idea. Now this is the one that makes it very clear to us that somebody sent him to do this. There is an Oga at the top who he was going to give this head to. Because
now you see what I see interesting. Whoever sent these screenshots to Daniel, give me a second. So I have checked as well. I can't find this WhatsApp status posted anywhere on any media. So probably those who know Temilian personally are the ones that are sending this to Daniel. So let's listen.
That is clearly what this means. Or am I tripping? Is he telling us that he's building a relationship with someone in a higher position? Because he's not an Abuja big boy, by the way, because people have said it. He's not an Abuja big boy. He's broke. He's poor. Well, a lot of Abuja big boys usually live that kind of fake life. No shades, but we've heard that. Abuja big boys are some of the fakest people out there. They would have a car and be homeless. So I guess why he's not the typical Abuja big boy. But his posts.
So the post says here, think about how mafias operate. They build relationship with higher ups, the people in position of power and legal control. They invest in people, they do favors and create win-win situations for everybody. If he's posting this on his WhatsApp state and he's dealing directly with someone, even the person himself go they read waiting the post for status. Everything they need to really nail this guy on anything would be on his cell phone or his devices. Because even the sister was saying on Facebook that when she went, because he say he married Indomie for her, that she married the Indomie nice, and now marry that English. That I cannot get that English at all has not left my account since. They didn't find any Indomie in the house or something to show that, or even any pack or something to prove that okay, they gave her food or he gave her food or something. At least even from the body, they could see if Indomie entered the body before. So where is that particular story coming from? Do you understand? According to what he was saying in the interview. But let's listen to Daniel.
Suggests that there is a chance and possibility that killing this girl, especially if he made this post on the day he killed this girl, that he was doing it for somebody.
Okay, so especially if he made the post on the day, that means a bit of no uncertainty. Remember, two of us were not there. But at least it is said that allegedly that he made this post according to where it is coming from. You see, as I talk now, the talk say it come from Daniel. I don't search. I had to pause and search on Twitter. I don't see this thing. Search on Facebook. I don't see this particular post. I search on Google as well to see with the hashtags as well. I can't see it. So maybe this came exclusively to Daniel.
And I must tell you too, part of the people who sent me messages, one lady reached out to me and said that there's a mountain around the area where a lot of religious white garments spiritualists hold a lot of their meeting. That mountain or hills is that there are religious folks there. That if he was heading towards that direction, that there's a chance and possibility he was taking that head there. But I couldn't confirm that, but it was said to me. I can't play the voice note of people who confide in me, so I'm not going to play those ones. They told me and their identity will be protected. But that was said. And to be honest, I didn't even believe the lady. I didn't even want to. I was like, okay, yeah, you want to make this story sweet. But saying that this boy made this post, what are the chances? Because we still don't know where he was taking the head to. Listen. A lot of you will say he was going to dispose of it. But if he was going to dispose of it, why would he put it in a polythene bag as though he was going to deliver it? If you remember the Otokoto story that we have covered, this is not far from it. You can check out our Otokoto story. It's our channel. Maybe I'll put it here. It's the same thing. If you're familiar with the Otokoto story, it's the same thing. When you put a human head in a plastic bag and you're going somewhere with it, you are not trying to dispose it. You are going to deliver it.
This is where it actually makes a plausible sense. But for him, he was saying in the interview that he wanted to be caught. If he didn't want to be caught, it would have been a simple thing. It's implying that this is something that he has probably done before or he can do easily. So what would really happen that he actually walked into him being caught? Because if you are disposing, would it be just starting with the head? What happened? But the way the other bodies as well were caught, they were caught in a way that either they will be taking piecemeal or like gradually. Do you understand? But for you to start with the head, maybe if you were carrying other parts, okay, someone might look at it and not know if it's, but for you to carry head, which is what's a real identification of a human being, I think the spirit of that, the girl is strong for that. And again, him talking about that particular area becomes a bit concerning as well, if you think about it critically with respect to what someone that reached out to him said. So was he really going to go and deliver it? That is plausible. Him saying that he surrendered himself doesn't add up. According to what the person himself said, that he surrendered himself doesn't add up. We don't carry someone's head to gun. It's not as if you were going to the police station or something. Do you understand? But let's go on.
That is what I feel. Because if he was going to dispose it, he would have been more careful. He would have planned it a lot more. I'm thinking, since that it is claimed that part of the reason why they suspected his bag was off was because flies were following him. Flies were following him. And if you're going to dispose a dustbin in a dustbin bag, you know those black dustbin bags, and flies follow you, nobody will question you. I'm sure if he had put her body in a dustbin looking bag as though he was going to throw trash in a borough pit, people would see that as normal. But the fact that there's a packaged polythene bag looking as though it's packaged, and him holding it casually,
and he was on a bike going somewhere, then that was quite questionable. So where was his destination? Even the bike man has to be arrested. And then they ask the bike man, Oga bike man, where in tell you in the carry this head they go? Where in tell you as he enter your bike, so where in tell you in the go? The bike man story that came out. Because whatever destination he told the bike man he's taking the head to would be where they would now be. So everybody has to be investigated. I hope they know who the bike man is, so because it becomes quite interesting as well.
To not probably raise any suspicion, and yet there are flies all over it. Yeah. It's like somebody holding a briefcase and flies is following the briefcase. People will be suspicious. Or you have a school bag and flies following it. People will be suspicious. You have a purse and there are flies following it. It's suspicious. But a dustbin bag and fly following it, nobody would ask you what is inside. Nobody would check what is inside. Nobody would want to know what's inside, because every single trash bag or dustbin bag contains trash, and flies will follow it. Which is why I feel like if this boy was going to dispose of this girl's body, he wouldn't have put it in a polythene bag and walked as far as he was about to walk. Or at least he would have waited till night. But he did not wait till the night. So it's either he's very dumb and very stupid, which I don't believe, because they say he's a toxic trick who comes up with tricks and lies to take money from people and steal. So some of these thieves, in as much as they can be shallow, they know their ways. If he's a core criminal, he would have known that if he wanted to dispose of this, he would have tried it in the night. Given the neighborhood that he was caught, it does not even look like where people stay that often. But for him to do this in the daytime, it means he had somewhere to go and somewhere to take that head to.
Yeah, even daytime as well may not actually, if you are trying to act against the system, daytime as well may not be that really, everybody is busy. If it's for night, we'll go where they go, police will stop you, or person will stop you where they go. Even though it's going to be safer at night as well, you could just carry it and then be moving. And nobody is, if the polythene is black and is big and you just carry it at night, it's flies. You don't see flies at night like that. Flies. Have you noticed that you don't see flies at night? You see flies in the day. I'd be like saying the flies, they go sleep for night or something. But at least during the day is more, flies would be more active. So was he that dumb? Or was it that if he was going to deliver it to somewhere, was he trying to meet more like a target or a time frame that he has been given to bring that particular head on a day? And even if he was going to go and deliver it to somewhere, the person that is asking him to come and deliver it, why would they ask him to come at that time if he was going to go and give it to someone? Okay, so it's very, very sketchy. But it's also possible that it's just by the providence of God that this story had to just come out, that he doesn't even know what happened, and then he just had to the thing had to happen the way it happened, because it's not plausible. If you really want to cover your tracks as well, but know that he must have stayed overnight to do the butchery, of course. And maybe if he was going to eat it, according to what the uncle was saying, what would he eat from the head? Some of you don't even eat chicken head or something. So if he was going to dispose of it as well here, around that area, is there a place it can be thrown away? Because some people were saying that around there as well, there's a river there or something that it can be thrown away or something, looking at the scenario at that particular location. but the Okada man, okay, if the Okada man is being interviewed and he tells where he said he was going to, because he cannot just enter an Okada and say, oh yeah, go front. No, the Okada man has to know where he's going to. So wherever he said he was going to would help them know what was his purpose. Was his purpose to go and dispose of it at this location? Was his purpose to go and meet someone there who would just come and open his car and then he would put it inside? Was the purpose for him to go to someone's house to go and actually get to deliver it? So even the Okada man has to be questioned.
And if that is not evidence enough, this post about him talking on building relationship with higher ups, the people in position of power and legal control, looking like somebody's going to bail him out by the end of the day. They invest in people, they do favors, and they create a win-win situation for all. Yes, this shows that he was most likely using this girl for rituals.
Yeah, plausible, I would say. Whoever took that, if this screenshot was taken earlier, because normally WhatsApp status doesn't stay after a day, 24 hours it passes. So if it was within that time as well, it makes sense whoever sent these particular screenshots to him, that this was the things he was contemplating, of course, in his mind. Okay, but looking at as well legal and all of that, he wouldn't be posting that when he's been caught. Oh, they're beating me. Hey, babe. He's typing. Oh, the mafias and no. So for him to have said that and type that and post on his WhatsApp status after taking time to cut everything and all that, did he see all of this coming? That's also something to look at. But they have to also check if all parts of the body as well are complete. Very important.
But it still doesn't confirm whether or not he does not know her or if he knows her. But there is that possibility. We will just have to wait and see. However, that is not all his WhatsApp posts. The third post that he made on his status that is circulating reads, "They surround themselves with tough men and create a community. There is strength in numbers in the modern world. You can't afford to be a lone wolf."
This becomes more interesting, because I'm thinking whatever happened, he must not have. He knows strong. See, do you see Salome? Salome get body or whatever happened. I don't think he was being a lone wolf as well, like alone. If this particular status is coming from him personally, I just have to trust Daniel because he's done this for a long time. There is a community. There are people that know him, I think, and whoever sent this as well knows him personally.
Everything. If this is the status he had to post after killing this girl, or before, or while, or around the time he killed this girl, I now believe that there is a chance that this is a case of money rituals, and there's a chance that someone sent him to do this and someone gave him the instructions and he's acting on instructions with tough people. And desperate times comes for desperate people. Mm-hmm. And given that he's a thief and a trick and somebody who would do anything for money, I would not put this possibility past him. Now, another update that I want to address would be the fact that somebody said that he has confessed to not knowing the girl in the police and that they were there. But we still gotta really wait for the most part. These are just the spec. We are hearing different versions and different stories. And there is nothing conclusive. We would wait for the police to do that conclusion. Hopefully they get to do it. Abuja police sometimes are very swift with this. Most times they are not. Other times we get to hear updates. Other times it just goes under the radar and is swept under the rug. But we will be following this story. Because one thing I want to know is, did they really have a relationship? Is he a stranger to the girl? In as much as I have my belief based on what is being said, my mindset is not because of what I feel, is what the evidence presented to me is leaning towards the idea that they knew each other. And also with what we've seen, it's also leaning that this could be a money ritual case, not necessarily a fight, and he found out that they were cheating. People who know Lling said so. But this WhatsApp status pretty much changes everything. So we will just have to wait and see. Please put in mind, I will say this again because people will say I repeat a lot, but no matter how many times I repeat certain things, some people still don't get it. And that is why you find me repeating and repeating. The story will still change. Everything I have said here is not signed, sealed, delivered. It's what we are hearing, it's what is being said. I do not know whether or not they were dating. He said so, the family refuted it. People who know them say that they are doing it secretly. I do not know if it's money ritual. I've given you all the evidence that was presented to me, so we can work with this together. Don't quote me on anything.
Now, you cannot reveal the identity of those. For me, if I know I cannot reveal person where they give me information, I no go even talk about that information. At the kind person where, trust me, things where I know, God, I just know I'm saying, okay, I know. I getting the point now. But based on this as well here, now there are people that know him, because whoever is telling you that, oh, they know each other, they were dating on a low or something, there should be evidence. Two of them, if they even find a picture of Salome and him together, because he know they post them, you get, and if he's killing her because he love her, he cheated, you know they post them for in social media, she no even exists. That means did they have an agreement that they're on a low? And don't be nobody should be talking about that she went to go and do hook up or something. Hey, person will be graduate too. You go school oh. I don't talk say graduate don't do that kind of thing, but she don't date relationship for how many years? One they check them now. Check them now. But what can we learn from this? Again, I think I talked about what we could learn from this whole situation. The police as well, that with his phone, that with her phone. The family have not got if the family have her phone with them, they can see from her phone how far did you talk to this guy or something. But now we have seen the chat message between the Maxwell and then her. Do you understand? You get the point now. So, and if he was saying that he saw her chats with other guys, Maxwell didn't show that they were doing sex chatting on that day, except he checked the phone. If assuming they were dating and saw sex chatting as well before that day or something. But on that day as well, you could see their conversation according to Maxwell's own phone. Are you getting the point of what I'm saying? So indeed, of course, it's quite interesting. But people are really in long dating for 7 years. I don't marry you like yesterday. I'm just saying in my opinion, okay? Dating that long is very, very interesting. It's very, very amazing. Some people, I don't know how they met and how that, but it's quite an interesting date. So maybe Maxwell is a person that and the family knows that, okay, this is a person that we know. About them planning to get married in March, how did the person that spoke to Daniel know that by March they were supposed to get married? Even Maxwell himself might have to respond to this idea, whether he proposed to her that they were going to get married. Because if you propose to someone that you're supposed to get married in March, and the person call you for phone, tell you say, you not see me again, you don't check on me, you don't miss me. Person where you want marry for March, obura de unisi. So however this is happening, investigation will have to be done on those who are his close proximity, those who are his friends. At least the police have the phone in their hand. They will just check they will see the contacts of those he talks with, and they will go and pick them. Ngayo, pick. And then they will from there, has everything. There are scandals I've dealt with, even when there was no talk. Let the past be the past. Let bygone be bygone. It is well. But you could tell me as well what you think in the comments. Please, let's stay safe out there. You that is watching this video now, daddy, train up your child in the way he should go. So when he grows, he will not depart from it. Family where I grow, where them born me. Now just say me now, they live alone I did. So I feel comfort. You see that same training day. You day your papa house, you day if they come out, say they come back, you stay overnight and nobody will ask about you. Who born you? Stay day. Okay, so please parents, raise your children well. Children, youths, as we are, you see the world now is not or they're not safe like that. You don't know anybody too well. People now are chasing money by all means, anyhow make we get them. Godliness with contentment is great gain. As I did so now, I know say I know to get. I know say I just dey comfortable the way I dey. I feel eat 3 times a day. I feel afford something, maybe say okay, if I want this whatever helps my productivity. I don't get mansion, I don't get billions. Godliness with contentment is great gain. Young men who are watching, nothing should lead you to take another person's life because you want to make money. Anybody will tell you say to do juju go give you money. I don't talk this in 100 times. When you finish doing that juju, that ritual, the principle has always been right from when this world was created. Even when man himself received reprimand, you would have to till the ground to make your bread. You have to work. After you do that ritual, you go still go work. If you do Yahoo Plus, shebi you don't do ritual finish, you go still go press computer. So the ritual might just be a spiritual enhancement to be able to get into people's head or be able to deceive people. But in the end, you still have to work. So which one do you prefer? You want fast track working, or you want the one that you work and then build consistency and make your wealth? Because whether you like it or not, you go still work. Show me person where don't go do juju finish, go for in house, go sleep. and then wake up, open wardrobe, money go full inside. Nollywood, aburo real. When you come to real wood, you know life. So those who do ritual killing and all of that, in the end, they still have to work, okay? If God blesses the work of your hand, the devil would also have to. That's why devil has agents. Those agents are working. Those agents are active in industries. They are working, but they are agents of the devil. They are controlled by the devil. So if devil would have to be using people to work, God needs also his workman, of course, in the world. Don't be an instrument of the devil. That is the goal of this. So if you are going to go and do rituals, in the end, you still go and work. Are you normal? Taking someone's life to show that? Because what with ritual is just is you selling your heart out, hardening your heart to the point of no return. So sometimes when they demand this kind of rituals as well, or sacrifice from you, it is intertwining your heart with what you are doing to the point that you can never, you shouldn't be thinking of repenting, or thinking of remorse, or thinking of being a different person, or being in the light. Is pressing down darkness in your core being. That's the essence of all of this ritual and all of that, so that you always remain in the hands of the devil. Do you understand? That is the essence of this. I've thought about it, because in the end you still have to work. Look at those who belong to fraternities and those who belong to Illuminati. Oh, the talk say me are they inside Illuminati. Hallelujah. Look at those who belong to these things. You think they belong to that and they go and sleep? They have to work to really be productive as well, and recruit more. So when they send you to go and do that thing, they're not sending you to go and do that because they're not sending you to go and do that because it's what is going to give you the money. No, they're sending you to go and do that because they want to capture your heart. Even when you look at the Old Testament, when the people had to sacrifice their lambs and all of that as well, obedience, they say, is better than sacrifice, right? So God looks at their obedience to his word. If you are looking at the Old Testament, and they had to make sacrifices like that for their sins and all of that. But imagine God himself coming to this world and dying for our sins. Shows that he forever dearly loves us so much that he died for the sins of you and I. That is the ultimate price. And guess what? The devil would demand that ultimate price, but not you paying it with but you have to use someone else's life to show your ultimate price, to signing that pact or that covenant with darkness. The goal is to get your heart. God is after your heart, in line with him. The devil, of course, what do you think the devil is after? When he was able to capture your soul looks at your mind, where you don't have a conscience anymore, when you don't even, that's why you see some people say that they are atheists. And you ask yourself, this person is an atheist, but what is your definition of the concept of good and evil? Where does the base of morality itself come from? No matter how you trace morality, it still comes from here, the Holy Scriptures. I'm telling you, it's not a battle of what you think, oh, okay, this is the right thing to do, or this is wrong to do, or something. No. On what basis as well do you define morality? I'm not trying to preach moralism right here, but I'm just trying to make you understand that when God created man, we so everly seek to have that connection with him, just like he would forever want to embrace and have us, of course, living in him, moving in him, and having our being in him. But when darkness captures you, what it seeks is your heart, full allegiance. But you still have to work. So which one do you choose? Being godly and content and working by the grace of God as well to make way with the gifts he has given you, or not realizing the gifts of God in you and being aligned with darkness and still having to work again? Think about it, my dear friend. Let's be careful out there. Hold on to God with all of our heart. No one is living this world alive, but make sure your life here counts. Jesus would always remain Lord. But in everything we do, let's hold him dear to our heart. The life of Christ in you will not produce the things we see here on social. Think about it. See you.